Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com helping you create something awesome today. So today's video is an interesting video. It's why everything you think you know about SEO is wrong. And I'm saying that, and I know that it comes off a little presumptuous or a little bit of arrogant, but I'm going to own it because I don't care. I'm going to say this because I feel that this is the only way I can help a lot of you who are making the mistake of thinking that you can own a keyword. That was something that you could do in 1998. You can't really do that today. I know there are some people who are doing it. I know there are marketers that are insisting that you can do it. I know that there are SEO gurus who are trying to sell you their course or their product and tell you that you can do that, but you can't. And you shouldn't want to, because owning a keyword is completely useless and frivolous, and it means that people don't understand how human beings use search engines. And I'm going to give you some anecdotal but primary examples. I'm going to tell you to Google best laptops for graphic design, laptops for Mac laptops for graphic design, and what you're going to see is that I don't own the keyword. That's a phrase, that's solving a problem, and that my videos and that my articles will come up in the first page of Google for that. And there's other things I could list, but that's my easiest go-to example. And the reason I bring that up is not to humble brag or to toot my own horn or show you that I know what I'm talking about. It's to prove the point that I decided at a certain point, understanding SEO, that it was more important to own a problem than own a keyword, because all anyone is using the internet for is to find things, right? It's to solve their problems or to find the thing that's going to entertain them or to find the product that they're going to buy. You don't need to own the keyword. If you want, you can buy that for whatever astronomical amount of money that Google is charging for AdWords, and you could do that. Then you can own that keyword. And the thing is, that used to work. It did work. And that's why people are still stuck on that. I mean, Gary Vee was buying and owned the keyword for like 15 cents back in the late 90s, early 2000s. He owned the keyword for wine for like pennies on the dollar and was crushing it with that. And you should read his book, Crush It, to understand what I'm talking about here. But that was then, and this is now. This is the era of context. SEO as you know it is dead. It's all about context now. So you don't want to own the word laptop. You want to own the phrase best laptops for students, best laptops for small businesses. You want to own that problem, and you need to have content that facilitates the context of that problem, where you're answering questions about it and where people are engaged. Because if you make a video about that problem and then you write an article that says most of the things that were in the video, not transcription, but the same thing, but then has links out to things that people can buy or buy within your website or through your affiliate marketing, then that's going to index very heavily, because now you have ownership of that problem. And if you have related content that are about students or about laptops or small business or whatever it is, then you're going to be more relevant, you're going to go deeper, and then having a video on that article is going to mean that instead of people going there and bouncing and you having a high bounce rate for 10 or 15 seconds, they're likely going to watch the video for at least a minute or two, and then you're going to have a much higher time on site rate. And that's going to signal to Google that your content is more relevant and people are paying attention to you. You're going to have engagement. You're going to be driving traffic to deeper pages in your website, etc. All of these complicated and technical things into ad nauseum. My point is, own and solve a problem for your audience, and you won't have to worry about gaming SEO. Now, with that in mind, you should still do the good things that SEO teaches us, which is obviously using the proper header tags, the proper structure, internal links, external links, images that are properly tagged, and all of those good things. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying do it in the context of content that actually matters and actually solves a problem, and own that problem, own the solution to a problem, and you will see better results than if you're just trying to buy multiple IP addresses and buy backlinks and buy fake traffic and do all this nonsense that people are doing to try to get to the top of Google. Because being in the top of Google for a single keyword doesn't matter. Being in the top of Google for people who care about solving their problem matters, because those are the people who are committed to buying something that solves their problem or giving you attention or time or whatever your ROI method is for qualifying that. You're more likely to get that from someone who is targeted and looking for it than going broad and having all of this traffic with a 92% bounce rate it's better to have less traffic and have a 40% bounce rate or a 30% bounce rate or a 10% bounce rate. So that's what I would say about SEO. Is it dead? No. Is everything you know about it probably wrong? Well, not anymore because you've watched this video. And I know that that comes off a certain kind of way, and I usually don't go there, but this is a problem that has been going on for a while, and it really just bugs me because I see so many people putting out misinformation and bad advice and things that were true 10 years ago, and I see people taking it to heart, and I see it hurting their businesses, and I see it hurting their websites, and I just want to help you not be one of those people and not do the wrong thing that isn't going to really create any value for you or for anybody else. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you still have questions, leave those in the comment section below. I'll try to answer as many of them as I can. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.